This meeting is called to order. Good evening and welcome to the March 23rd, 2023 meeting of Southeast Delco Board of School Directors. We're going to stand so we can salute the flag and also have a moment of silence. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
thank you. Mr. Butler, may I have a roll call, please?
Yes, you may, Madam President. Ms. Perry,
Present.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
Present.
Mrs. Peter Coey,
Present.
Ms. Woodfolk is excused. Ms. Harris Johnson,
Present.
Mr. Fowler,
Present.
Mrs. Washington,
Present.
Ms. Crawley is excused. Mrs. Abney,
Present.
Dr. Winder,
Present.
Mr. DiOrio,
Present.
and Mr. Butler present. I'm sorry. And Ms. Al-Hanif
Present.
and Mr. Frazier.
Present.
Thank you.
Thank you. Executive sessions of the board were held on March 21st, 2023 on personnel and legal matters, and also on March 23rd on personnel and legal matters. We're pleased to have our student representatives present. They're going to introduce themselves and present their reports.
Good evening. My name is Omnia Al-Hanif.
Good evening. My name is Nathan Frazier.
At the beginning of this month, Academy Park High School students participated in a horticulture initiative that involved nurturing orchids with the aim of presenting them at the prestigious Philadelphia Flower Show. Students followed a watering routine, consistently oriented the orchids in one direction, and identified an ideal window that provided indirect sunlight. As each student's orchid satisfied the standards to receive a first, second, or third place, the entire group was honored with a distinct class commendation ribbon. The students acquired invaluable abilities in working collaboratively and nurturing plants, and this memorable experience is sure to leave a lasting impression on them for many years to come.
On March 9th, Academy Park hosted a frosh or freshman-sophomore dance. The theme was an enchanted night and also included a 360 photo booth, and more than 100 students were in attendance.
Recently, spring sports, lacrosse, softball, baseball, boys tennis, and outdoor track and field started their official practices and games. On Tuesday, March 21st, students from all grade levels attended an assembly featuring guest speaker Mr. Livonia Jefferson, also known as Banky Proud. Mr. Jefferson offered a presentation to the students titled Staying Out of Trouble Before You End Up Incarcerated. At the assembly, Mr. Jefferson shared his story of life lessons he learned after being incarcerated for 33 years. Students were able to learn about the downfalls of making bad decisions and how to make the right decisions that will put a person on the path to be successful. Thank you to Mr. Jefferson for coming to Academy Park and sharing his story and the lessons he learned.
Upcoming events for our school in the next couple of months include our district musical, which will be showing April 21st and 28th at 7:30 p.m., as well as the 22nd, 23rd, 29th, and 30th at 2 p.m. For our juniors and seniors, the last opportunity for this school year to take the SAT is Saturday, May 6th. Students interested in taking the SAT should register by Friday, April 7th, and students must register online at collegeboard.org. Fee waivers for the SAT test can be obtained by seeing an APHS school counselor.
To seniors, please log on to the Class of 2023 Google Classroom and order graduation cap and gown. And please enter your name as you wish it to appear on your diploma. With that, this concludes our student report.
Thank you. You may be excused. Dr. Winder, do you have the superintendent's report, please?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Tonight, I will be highlighting our DVCEE middle and high school leadership participants. Ms. Hudson is their advisor, and at this time, we're going to have them come up, share what the organization is, as well as provide some presentations.
Okay. Oh, okay. Slideshow.
All right, good evening, everybody. Before we get to the high school, we also took a middle school leadership institute on Friday, February 17th. And I would like to really say thank you to those 6 students. They were very committed because that was an in-service day and they had to wake up and meet me at 7:15. And they made sure that they got out there and we had a great time. And Miss Cooper keeps hiding. So our day at the middle school consisted of arriving, having a light breakfast, networking. We had a Keystone speaker. We broke out into some amazing sessions. And then after lunch, there was a poetry slam. And Vanessa Cooper, who's a little shy in the beginning, won second place at the poetry slam. So she volunteered to perform her poem for us tonight that took second place out of all those other students. So 8th grader from Harris School, Vanessa Cooper. You got it. I say hi. You can, absolutely. You're fine. Popeye chicken.
Hello. So, this is my poem. It's called On Top, and it goes like, well, Popeyes, thick thighs, blue skies, oatmeal cream pies are delicious. People these days act so fictitious. They eat off plates and don't even wash the dishes. Is this who we are? Is this how we came so far into the wilderness? You don't even know how to bewilder this. Money makes the world go round. Throw a couple dollars and people turn into hounds. People fight for food like dogs at the pound. Open your eyes, cause real lies, real lies. Look at the disguise, cause these guys are not real ride or dies. They are phony. They are como dice, baloney. And yeah, that's it. So.
Great job. Thank you.
So on Thursday, the 16th, we had the high school students go to the Delaware Valley Consortium for Excellence in Equities Student Leadership Institute. That's a mouthful, sorry. So we had 9 amazing students from Academy Park go with us, and we took a lot from that day, so we really wanted to present that to everybody. And not only did they go to this amazing opportunity, but they're turning it into something positive that they can do to help change the climate at Academy Park High School. So I've said my piece, I'm turning it over.
Okay. Oh, there's a picture. Okay, so the team and I left Academy Park at 8:15 in the morning and arrived at Upper Marion High School at 9 in the morning. After registration and breakfast, the team and I sat down for a warm welcome and an exciting keynote speech. From there, we attended individual breakout sessions and reconvened to work on our projects. After lunch, we were given time to present our project to the larger conference. We closed the day with a keynote speech, and from there, we departed back to Academy Park.
Okay. So, after our lunch, we met back at the table and discussed topics for the project to make our school better. First, we identified challenges like what goes wrong in our school, like the skipping and misbehavior and stuff. And then we developed solutions. I'll get to that on the next slide. And we envisioned results. Okay. Some of the challenges included safety and student misbehavior, pride in school and schoolwork, phone, tech use in class, students don't have the right priorities, and so on. This is me and Fatu's speech. Oh, it's not working.
Here representing Academy Park High School. Our challenge is to increase school spirit by focusing on events and opportunities. As a school, we lack school spirit, unity, and reciprocated love. We go through many adversities, but these are the challenges we face the most. Our idea to eliminate these issues is to plan small events, promote student recognition, and in all, create an environment that increases student participation. We should host events like pep rallies, dances, and small business showcases. To measure outcome, we can track attendance and behavioral improvement. When we resolve this issue, we will end up improving our high school's reputation and a shift in our culture. PBIS, National Honor Society, and Student Council will come together.
At the end, we basically talked about coming together to improve school spirit and overall have the expectation to have students have better priorities in school and improve their behavior.
Attending the Student Leadership Institute was very informational, but it was even more inspiring. At the conference, I attended a breakout session on student mental health. The breakout session focused on how our mental health is just as important as what we learn from our teachers. Attending the conference wasn't just a one-day event for me. It has inspired me to make a change at my school for the betterment of the student body. Because I struggle with anxiety myself, I wanted to establish a wellness club at Academy Park. I spoke to Mr. Vogt to get the club approved, and I have been working with Miss York on curriculum. The Wellness Club will focus on ways for teens to steady their minds. We will work on journaling, meditation, yoga, and positive affirmations. The club will meet every other Thursday of the month. I have already hung up flyers around the school, and Mr. Russ has put it on the Nightline News. It is my hope that as many students as possible will utilize the club.
The solution that we had to help improve behavior over on the school was a reward day. And in order to participate in the reward day, you would have to have no ISS, no OSS, and you would have to have good grades, no Fs or anything. And if you succeeded in that, then you got to participate in the reward day. Right now we're thinking about like maybe a dunk booth and some water ice and pretzels. We're still working it out, but it's kind of like a field day.
Bro, I do not know how to use your Mac, bro.
Make sure you don't see something.
So to expand on what Aisha was saying, we really want the students at our school to have some sort of incentive or something to look forward to in order to encourage good behavior, and the reward day would be as such. We plan on being able to talk to administrators to plan it out, but essentially what we want to do is it would kind of just be like a field day outside. You know, you go outside, there's a bunch of concessions and everything. You just go outside to have a good time with your friends. We plan on breaking it up by grade, so freshmen would go in on the first day, and they would be there from around first block until around lunchtime, and then they would switch, and sophomores would go for the end of the first day, and they would be dismissed from the field. Essentially, we would do the same thing with 11th and 12th graders, just so we have students who actually look forward to going to school. They want to be better so they can have these fun experiences at school.
What will this reward day look like? We may or may not be having a DJ. However, we will be having a curated playlist for the event. We will also serve pretzels, water ice, and fundraise money to pay for these streets. We'll also ask local businesses to potentially donate, and in turn, we can promote them on our Facebook. We'll also have a dunk tank with teachers able to volunteer. We'll charge students $5 for 3 balls, and we could use this money to offset future reward day costs. We'll offer a variety of field day type activities. We would also like to have a student staff dance off where staff members could show off their moves and dance skills.
So apparently they forgot the slide that says, thank you. Are there any comments or questions? They did an amazing job. They did. So we wanted to take this one-day leadership institute, a little tired, sorry guys, and we wanted to turn it into future events as well. So we talked about, we have PBIS in the district, but we don't have a PBIS student leadership team at the high school. So these 9 students will start the PBIS student leadership team. We would like to get some freshmen, current freshmen involved, so we have more students, so that over the summer we can plan events for next school year. So after interims and the report cards next school year, take into consideration for next year attendance, behavior, and grades, we'll have these reward days per grade level.
I wanted to say I particularly like the idea of accumulating the money so that you can pay for future reward days. That is so thoughtful. And thank you, each of the kids, because it starts with our youth, because stepping up, because you're leading by example, so thank you.
I have a comment also. I thought that was amazing. The presentation was absolutely professional and amazing. As far as the local businesses, I am open for any conversation about local businesses. You know, through the swim club, we have plenty of local businesses that will go head first into this, so please reach out. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And also, I have a list of local businesses from 2020 till now that are partnering with us. So if one of you would email me, I will be able to give you a list. And it has a contact person's name and number.
Thank you. That's definitely something we want to support. Thanks so much. Great job, guys. We're going to move to Dr. Winder's superintendent's report.
No, I gave them my time.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to move to approvals. Oh, you gave them your time. Thanks. Do I have a motion to approve the March 23rd, 2023 agenda as submitted?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Madam President, I move to amend the agenda. I would like to remove under new business, A, education, item number 8.
Thank you.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do I have a motion to approve minutes for the January 26, 2023, and the February 23rd, 2023 regular board business meeting?
So moved. Second.
Any opposed? I'm sorry, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Are there any questions regarding the bills? I see no questions. Do I have a motion to approve the bills for the payment of $6,202,779.16?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, questions on new business items? Are there any questions on education items 1 through 9?
It'll be 1 through 8 now.
We're going to go through 1 through 7 and 9, I believe. We're going to
It's
adjust
1 through
8.
8.
Right,
We removed 8. That was the motion I put on the floor.
right.
So it's 1 through 8 now. So number 9 becomes number 8 now.
Correct.
So we take, it was 7, we removed number 8, so now number 9 becomes number 8.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Are there any questions on those items under education? Are there any questions on finance items 1 through 6? Any questions on human resource items 1 through 22? Are there any questions on policy items 1 through 3? Any questions on property items 1 through 3? All right. Are there any public comments regarding agenda items?
None. All these
Okay.
are non-agenda.
Non-agenda items, okay. Do you have something in your email? Okay.
Mayor? You can't ask that from the floor. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, I did fill out a card, but I didn't put it on the card. I'm sorry. So I just wait until I go up there?
Yes, ma'am. We'll have questions for non-agenda items in a few minutes. All right. Do I have a motion to approve education items 1 through 8?
Motion. Excuse me. We're not doing a roll call for 2, 3, and 4, because then it seems like we're voting on all 3 of them.
Hold on just a second. We're going to adjust. That's why I was asking y'all. We're going to vote separately on these education items. Okay, we're on education item 1. Yeah, I was looking at the item. I want to make a motion to approve education item 1. May I have a motion?
Second.
Okay. And we're going to, all in favor?
Aye.
Were there any opposed to that?
Opposed.
Okay. You're opposed to? Number 1, okay. We're going to take a minute. The motion does carry. I just want to make sure Mr. Butler has it. Okay. We're on education item 2. Do I have a motion to approve education item number 2?
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Okay. All in favor? Is it necessary? Okay.
So we'll do a roll call for items 2, 3, and 4. And 5 and 6. Okay, so item 2, as Mrs. Abney said, this is approval for original school calendar for 23-24 school year. And Ms. Perry,
No.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
No.
Mrs. Peter Coe,
No.
Ms. Woodfolk is excused. Ms. Harris Johnson,
No.
Mr. Fowler,
No.
Mrs. Washington,
No.
Ms. Crawley is excused. Mrs. Abney.
No.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to move to item number 3, approve the option 2 school calendar for 23-24 school year. Roll call vote, Ms. Perry,
Yes.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
Yes.
Mrs. Peter Coe,
Yes.
Ms. Woodfolk is excused. Ms. Harris Johnson,
Yes.
Mr. Fowler,
Yes.
Mrs. Washington,
Yes.
Ms. Crawley is excused. Mrs. Abney.
Yes.
Okay, next item, item 4, approve option 3 school calendar for 23-24 school year. Ms. Perry,
No.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
No.
Mrs. Peter Coe,
No.
Ms. Woodfolk is excused. Ms. Harris Johnson,
No.
Mr. Fowler,
No.
Mrs. Washington,
No.
Ms. Crawley is excused. Mrs. Abney.
No.
Great. Moving to item 5, this is to amend the contract end date for Knowledge Points for before and after school care to August 1st, 2024. Roll call vote. Ms. Perry,
No.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
No.
Mrs. Peter Coe,
Yes.
Ms. Woodfolk is excused. Ms. Harris Johnson,
Yes.
Mr. Fowler,
No.
Mrs. Washington,
No.
Ms. Crawley is excused. Mrs. Abney.
No.
Okay, motion will pass to not, or excuse me, motion pass is to not amend the contract to August 1st, 2024. Okay, item 6, approve the creation and advertisement of a request for proposal RFP for before and after school care services beginning July 31st, 2023. Roll call vote. Ms. Perry,
Yes.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
Yes.
Ms. Peter Coe,
I have a question. In the cases where the knowledge points will not be renewed, it makes sense to go ahead and create the RFP, so I want to vote affirmative, yes.
Ms. Woodfolk is excused. Ms. Harris Johnson,
Yes.
Mr. Fowler,
Yes.
Mrs. Washington,
Yes.
Ms. Crawley's excused, Mrs. Abney.
Yes.
Okay, so that motion passes to approve the creation of an RFP.
Moving to education items 7 and 8.
Your microphone.
We're moving to education items 7 and 8. Do I have a motion to approve item 7?
Motion. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 8, which was previously your item 9. Do we have a motion to approve item 8?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do I have a motion to approve the finance items,
So moved.
1 through 6?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do I have a motion to approve human resource items,
So moved.
1 through 22? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do I have a motion to approve policy
So
items
moved.
1 through 3?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do I have a motion to approve property items
So
1 through
moved.
3?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Ms. Monroe Woodset, do you have a report for the Delaware County Intermediate Union?
Not at this time.
Mr. Fowler, do you have a report for the PSBA Legislative Council?
Not this time, Madam President.
Thank you. Ms. Perry, do you have a report for the Parent-Student Advisory Committee?
Yes, thank you, Madam President. Very brief. So our next Parent-Student Advisory Committee meeting, which is a district-wide committee, it'll actually be held at Darby Township School this time. We are trying to move them around the district each time we have one. It'll actually be held on Wednesday, April 19th at 6:30 p.m., and again, that'll be at Darby Township. We will have a Zoom option as well for those that can attend in person, but we would really love to see you there if you can make it out. We're going to try to include a presentation on the Act 158 graduation requirements. And even though right now you've heard us talk a lot about that for seniors, it is important for the 9th through 11th graders to hear it as well. We'll have some information about what kindergarten families should expect about transitioning to first grade, school and local events like we always have, and then there'll be an open discussion at the end for parents and students to share any suggestions and ideas they have for next school year. And again, that'll be Wednesday, April 19th at 6:30 p.m. And that concludes my report. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Mr. Diorio, do you have a solicitor's report?
Nothing this evening, Madam President.
Thank you. Is there an administrative update?
Not this evening.
Okay. Are there any public comments regarding non-agenda items?
Yes.
We will have 3 minutes for our public comments. First, we have
Thank you.
Felicia Coffey.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Felicia Coffey. I live at 1020, do I have to do that? No. Oh, okay.
Yes, you can.
I live in Collingdale. So I wanted to be the first one to congratulate these young people on the presentation that they did this evening. I caught it in on the late end, but I do want to be, I'm not coming in as a business, but I do want to be the first one to donate them $100 for whatever they need to use it for.
Thank you.
And also, we have a prom dress expo every year. This year, it was pretty nice. But I would like for it to be a little bit more advertised for the young women in our high school, and also in our Harris Elementary School for their 8th grade dance, because we do have cocktail dresses as well. And it was well received, and the winner, actually, it comes from Academy Park. So she won the ultimate prom. She wins the Rolls Royce, the custom gown. She wins the whole shebang. So I would like for the district to be a little bit more helpful towards them to get the, to be able to utilize this, the prom dress expo part of it. It was awesome. And maybe next year, some of you guys from the board can come out and just see. I know you came out before, but it's been a few years, so now I would like to see. I mean, if that's okay. I am asking next year if you guys can come and be a part of it, because it was awesome. Yes. Thank you, that's all I had to say.
Thank you.
Mayor Donna Mateos Padilla.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Donna Mateos Padilla. I have about 6 names anyway. I am here on behalf of Ask for Tutoring. This is a company that is on Clifton Avenue in Collingdale. This woman, what we call her Coach Kelly in Collingdale, approached me. I actually approached her this morning. She came to my house. We sat down and talked. She does tutoring for children of all ages. She does the SAT prep. She does reading, writing, and arithmetic, if you want to say it like that. She has something to offer. She is in William Penn School District. She's in the, I can't think of the other ones. There's like 4 different school districts that she's in here. So why she is not in Southeast Delco, accepted, I don't know. But I do have enough folders here to go to all the schools. I really don't need a microphone. I actually think this would be a great program for all the kids to have a chance to get into. There's an after-school program, summer programs. Pardon me? Well, you can read through it and then pass it on to the schools if you want. It's really for the superintendent. That's who I'm here to address tonight. Because this woman said that she's tried to be in touch with everyone and no one has gotten back to her. So, pardon me? She said she tried to. Huh? Okay. Well, I have to get your phone number then. But I do want to, again, congratulate the young people that came out tonight and presented their, none of them are here, but they did a wonderful job. Felicia Coffey's giveaway for the her expo for the prom gowns was wonderful. Maybe next year she could have it here at Academy Park. It would be a wonderful thing if Academy Park sponsored her to have it in their gym. It's only a one-night thing, and maybe all the teachers and everyone can get involved in helping. It was a great night. The kids had a great time, and a lot more can come from it. And that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and Dr. Ryan said he has spoken to her. So I'll follow up with her, but he just whispered that to me.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Raquel Irons?
Raquel Irons, Sharon Hill. Hold on, 3 minutes? Okay. I just wanted to get up here and throw my support in for Safe Corridors. We started with them on Monday, and then there was some, I'm not exactly sure everything that happened, so I don't want to spread false information. I just want to say Monday was one of the few days that we have received peace in the office when Safe Corridors was here. We were able to get things done. So I just want to encourage everyone. So whatever has to be done, I'm hoping that they will return because they helped us out a lot on Monday. And yeah, I just want to throw my hat in there, my 2 cents for what it's worth, and let you know that we had peace on Monday because they were in the hallway helping out. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, State Ann. We go a long way back. Thank you, State Ann. And I just wanted to give my encouragement, so I just hope they come back. Thank you.
Thank you. Michelle McGowan?
Michelle McGowan, Sharon Hill. I wanted to, give another shout out for the Prom Expo. Francesca and I and Rebecca all went to this and volunteered. She did so much by herself. And then we had helpers like Donna coming in. It was a collaborative effort that needs more exposure. We should have been filling that place with people for all the things that were being given away. It was amazing. And we actually had some fairy godmother who came in and was randomly buying dresses for some of the girls that they picked out. So there's a lot going on. And because of the collaboration, we were able to hook up with another organization that's going to help do that same thing with randomly buying some of the girls their dresses. So it's a good effort, and it's something that this district desperately needs some good energy. So I'm hoping that we can partner up to make this a positive event and promote this, because we need to see a lot more of our people there. They got some amazing giveaways. My jaw was on the floor when I was listening to some of the stuff that they were getting, like a custom gown, come on. So it's something that we need to be a part of. I also wanted to talk about the communications. That event should have been on the AP website. It should have been on the district website. This website is there to share information with the community, and we're not doing that. There are so many events coming up, Easter egg hunts, different cleanup projects, volunteer opportunities that these kids need, especially for National Honor Society. But we don't know because we're not publishing them. And we have this brand spanking new website we're not utilizing to the fullest. So let's try to get these things out there. If it can be on a piece of paper, it can be on that website. I think this is a great opportunity. Again, like I said, my kid's coming over from 8th grade. I'm going to miss Class Dojo. I know everything going on in Fallcroft. For Delcroft kids, I know everything. Let's bring that to the high school level. Let's bring that in to the district-wide level so everyone's getting this information. There's great partnership opportunities here. Let's utilize that. And then the last thing, I wanted to give an update on the MLA. I did speak with a teacher on the MLA citation, and it turns out that MLA is mostly taught for the English is using MLA, but then things like the arts or the sciences use APA, and then there's Chicago. So we need to add this to the curriculum to allow kids to understand that there are differences depending on what field you're going into. Here's different ways to start citations. We start teaching them early, just introducing it. It doesn't have to be like, yeah, all of your papers need to be APA, but give them the opportunity to start learning it now so they're not sitting there at, in their freshman year going, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's it.
That's it.
I'm sorry, real fast. I'm going to donate $100 to, like, Felicia. Just tell me
Thank
who to
you.
make the check out to.
Thank you.
Announcements for future meetings of the board.
There's one more, one more.
Okay.
This is from, I apologize in advance, Mr. Raymond Kuchum? Quayheim? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Quayheim, I apologize. This is from Ms. Abney. My name is Raymond Quayheim. I am following up on my last school board meeting where I had spoken and asked several questions. You said that somebody would follow up, but I have not received a phone call. I believe I only put my phone number and not my email address on the card. So I'm sending this note in case it makes it easier to get a response. Thank you. And he has an email, so I will forward it to Superintendent.
Mr. Butler talked to him
Oh, she did? Okay, good.
because he came and got the number off the card from me.
Okay. You sure?
Yes.
I'm not gonna speak anything I don't know.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I'm glad that our admin did
We
reach
will call
out.
him again.
I'm going,
Mr.
I'm gonna
Butler.
forward this email regardless.
Yeah, send it to Butler too.
Mr. Butler? Okay, I will. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
His questions were about Evolve.
All right, announcements for future meetings of the board. Committee of the Whole is on Thursday, April 20th, 2023, at 6 p.m. And we'll have our next board business meeting on Thursday, April 27th, 2023, at 7 p.m. Do I have a motion to
So
adjourn?
moved.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Have a great night.